Hello, I'm Sebastian from the Hamburg University of Applied Sciences, and today I'm glad that I can present you some results from our research project SEO Effect. The project is funded by the German Research Foundation, and I will talk about the influence of search engine optimization on Google's results, multi-dimensional approach for detecting SEO. And I didn't conduct the research all on my own. I did it together with Dirk, Lewandowski and Nurce, Yagci. So let me give you an overview about what I will present today. First, I want to talk about the relevance of search engine optimization and how it influences search engine result pages. I will show you our approach, our multidimensional approach to identify SEO indicators and to measure the probability of SEO on a web page. I will show you how we use the approach to classify search results from 3 various data sets, and I will end the presentation with a discussion and conclusion. So first, relevance of search engine optimization. What you see here on the figure is stakeholder groups who are all capable to influence what we all see on search engine result pages. So one stakeholder group is the search engine providers, of course, and when another group, and we use the user perspective in our research, the users, the search engine users. So they influence what is visible here, but they also get influenced by what they see on the search engine result page. And so content providers heavily depend on the traffic they get from search engines. So they have to use different ways to get a better visibility there. And one way is paid search marketing, booking text ads on top on organic results on Google, for example. Or what they also can do is they can use some search engine optimization techniques to get a better visibility here. And search engine optimization, well, yeah, it's a collection of measures and methods to optimize content in a way that you get a better position here at ranking. And well, what we look into in our research is how much of the documents here on the search and result page are optimized, are kind of manipulated by SEO measures. And so if we know more about it, we can also say more, how could it influence the users? Because it's possible that SEO leads to, of course, relevant and high quality content, but it can also lead to very low quality content just through manipulating the ranking here. So to push as I said, very low quality and bad content maybe. And if that's on the top, it of course has an influence on the users. So now I want to talk about our approach to determine the probability of SEO on a web page. Well, we just want to know if there is some SEO going on a web page. We don't measure the success of the SEO measures. That's not the focus of our research. So here you can see our software, the model of our software. It works on 3 steps. And first, we scrape the search engine, we scrape search results from Google, we store the URL in the database, and we save the source code of it, and we extract some metadata, and we use the data here to analyze SEO indicators to classify the web page. And we do it on 3 dimensions. First, we look if we can find some hints of the use of some SEO plugins or analytics tools. Then we analyze some more technical indicators. We created a model by extensive literature review of SEO best practices, and we also talk to SEO experts to get a list of indicators here we can find in a source code. And well, on the last dimension, we determine the category of an URL. We created some lists with domains, and we created a list by the probability of SEO. As we say, in one list we have domains of SEO agency customers. So if the domain of the URL is part of a list of SEO agency customers, it's very likely that SEO is going on there. So, and we classified our results in 4 classes, from definitely optimized to definitely not optimized. And in between, it's just a probably optimized or probably not optimized. And we did it with 2 classifiers. The first classifier is a rule-based classifier, which is very simple. It just checks if some indicator is there or is not there. And well, we also used some machine learning approaches to find a better classifier algorithm. And in the end, we decided to use the decision tree because it has the best ratio of performance and accuracy. And what you see here is just what indicators we used for our rule-based classifier. And I don't want to go into detail. Please check our paper for it. So, but what you can see here on the tools and plugins level, you see SEO tools, analytics tools, and here example, the Yoast SEO plugin in Google Analytics. And here you can see if the Yoast SEO plugin was found, the search result is definitely optimized. And well, if we found Google Analytics here, it's probably optimized. Well, it's also, it's what I said before, it's the SEO probability here. So next, I will show you our approach in practice. So we used 3 data sets. The first data set is Google Trends. We scrape search queries from 6 months last year, and Google Trends is the most popular. You can find the most popular search queries for 1 day there, and the topics are celebrities, politics, and sports. We also used more specific data sets like radical right. Here we got queries from the Medienstadt Hamburg Schleswig-Holstein, a local governmental to look for content on the web which is not allowed, or is forbidden by law, like radical right stuff. And well, the last data set we used our approach on is the coronavirus data set, and we used the top queries from Germany which are related to coronavirus, and we got it from the Microsoft Bing Corona's query set. You can find it on GitHub. So if we look here on the results after classifying the search results, we can see that most of the stuff is definitely optimized or probably optimized. There's just a low number here on the probably not optimized, and well, not optimized is not shown here because we have just 1 domain on not optimized is Wikipedia, and Wikipedia doesn't use any SEO. So, and you know, if you look for something on Google, you find very often Wikipedia on top. So yeah, you can see here on a more broader data set, we have a more popular queries, we have even more optimized documents. So we also looked at the position, and so because we thought maybe that there's less SEO going on, less optimized documents on the lower positions, and we did it by creating a very simple score. We just divided we just said definitely optimized 100 points, probably optimized 67 points, and so on. And so we can see here that on the Google Trends and on all results, we have like a lower score on the lower positions, but the trend is not so high that we can say, okay, so on the last positions, we have less optimized documents. But we can see on the more specific ones that coronavirus, for example, the coronavirus, that we have maybe more quality content, which is not optimized on top positions. So discussion and conclusion. So results. Our analysis based on the data sets shows that a large degree of pages being optimized. Yeah, there are no huge differences between the proportion of optimized results on different results positions. And yeah, in the end, you can say users will be confronted with a high number of SEO optimized documents all the time, even if they click on the lower positions on the search and result page. So conclusion and future work. Well, our research contributes to better understanding what users get to see on search and result pages. And we want in the future to add more search, and we want to look how it is going on Microsoft Bing, for example, or other commercial search engines. And we want to increase our data set, more representative, use more representative queries. And we also want to work on our model to classify the results. So, and we also want to look on other influence on search engine result pages, like the self-interest of search engine providers and so on. So thank you very much for your attention, and I look forward to your questions. Have a wonderful time here at the Web Science Conference. Bye-bye.